That smoking taking the shit, man. If y'all know about that one. Anyway, so booking the event process. What it is, YouTube. You know what it is. It's your boy, the Moose. Okay, I'm ready. Hey, man. Hey, welcome back to the channel. So today, somebody asked me, how do I actually book a client off Gigsalad? So I'm going to walk you through the process. We're not going to get on Gigsalad, and I'm not going to show you all that. That's private to me. So if you want to know more about it, the next video, I will actually take you and show you. You know what? I will do that in the next video. So leave a comment below if you want to know more about the platforms, and we're going to discuss them all because I've worked with all of them. And Gigsalad's the best one. And I'll show you why in that video. And I have all the money and everything broke down. We're going to go ahead and share sound, even though we are not going to use it. And I'm going to hide the floating thing, the thingamabobber, and I'm not going to hide me because I'm not doing one of those kind of videos today. So let's get into the wild world of this. Okay. So here is the 10 automatic things when I get a new lead off of Gigsalad. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I get the text message or whatever that I actually have somebody wants a quote. Cat dad coffee first. I'm more than a cat dad. I'm a cat grandfather. I became a grandfather to cats real quick. I got 4 in the babies in the garage, and guess who takes care of them? Your boy. And when my grandson gets something, I take care of it. Yeah, trust me. I got a dog too. He's a mess. That smoking taking the shit, man. If y'all know about that one. Anyway, so booking the event process. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to provide, I'll highlight this as we go through. We're going to provide a quote to the client. That's the first thing that we do. So basically what we're going to do is, one, we're going to look at the event. So the event's a party. How long the party is. How many people are going to be at the party. And the destination of where the party is. Okay. And I'm going to get into that in a second too. Actually, we're going to talk about that part in the next one, because I'm going to show you the differences between the programs, because actually it's pretty cool. So we'll get into that. I'll show you that in a minute on that one. And then the next thing that your lovely DJ, me, after I send the quote, I automatically get the client's name. I get the client's name. Oh, shoot, my book isn't in here. I actually have a book that sits on my desk. I get the client's name, and I get this is not what I use, this is cardstock. I'm going to actually start making cards and stuff. But anyways, I got this. I'll talk about that. If you want to know more about the Cogstar, I'll talk about it later. But leave a comment below and I'll actually make a video. We'll go there if you want. We'll go there and see it. It's pretty cool. So I just write the client's name down, and I write their phone number down. I write the time that I text the client. I write the date that I text the client. And then I write if the client responds. And that's what I do on a daily basis when I get the event. Okay, so that's the process of that part of the text to client. Now, the client will say, okay, well, you can call about this time. Don't call the client until you get a response. Or if you do call the client, make sure it's at a. But how do you know if it's a good time to call? Call anyway, and leave them. Sometimes it's going to go straight to voicemail. But I would say that if the client doesn't get back to you, you can make a phone call. Sometimes it's advisable not to, but sometimes you're wanting to represent your company. So getting out there and pushing yourself up forward before everybody else sometimes will get the gig too. Okay, so next thing you know, so the client responds and says, okay, we need to get a invoice. Okay, so now let me break down the invoice for you. Okay, I have it in here. Let's see, invoice. Quote for the DJ services. Okay, as you can see, I must be in a novel. I must be in that video I did. I'll leave the link below above about my song of silence or whatever crazy shit conspiracy theory song that I wrote. I had to write that song because it's fucking nuts. Okay, so quote for DJ services. Usually I put the date that I send the invoice, not for the day of the event, the day I send the invoice. So this invoice was sent on the 4th. This was actually for a party I did a while back. And then it's going to give you the invoice number. And then it gives you all this information right here. I redacted because you don't need to see it. I sent that to the client. And then the invoice to the client, the name of the client and whoever it is. And then we go into the salesperson. The salesperson. Okay, so this right here. The DJ DPT, which is basically the DJ down payment. I put it there. And then I put the final payment right there in parentheses. And then I put the description because some people want to see this shit. You would not, I'll tell you that. You would be certain that you wouldn't see this, but some people are like, well, I don't know what that's talking about. And then I put it in there. Oh, okay, now I know what you're talking about. And then here, the DJ down payment, the DJ deposit, and then I put the unit price. Basically, I put what I charge an hour. But this is the DJ deposit. So how I work the DJ deposit is down here. As you can see, I got the karaoke fee in here. What I do on the DJ deposit is I need to make sure I put the music. I charge $15 for the music. Because I can get tons of music, $15. That's already in there. I don't put it in there in the deposit. They don't see that. But automatically in my head, I charge $15 on the top, and it will go to the music, and I'll pay $15. Every time I get a deposit, I automatically go and put $15, no matter if the $15 is there or not. And sometimes I might get away with getting a big event like a wedding or something else, and then I'll go ahead and purchase a lot of it, and then I can get a big discount. Yeah. $30 and up, you can get discounts. So, yeah, discount on music, it's pretty cool. And then the final payment, I have to do this way because, and the final payment is the night before. If it's gig salad, you won't get the final payment until Monday. So if you do a Saturday event, get it in your head, Monday morning, it will be there. Now, I'll show you all that too. Actually, we're going to set up I want to show you that on the next event of the difference. The DJ deposit, I don't know why it says supposit. I'm going to change that to deposit. I don't know why it says supposit. I just final payment total. Okay. All right. So that's that, right? Okay. So the next thing, what's the next thing on our list? So that's the breakdown of the invoice. So we got the breakdown of the invoice done, right? Let's highlight it. And then you send the invoice for the down payment, for the deposit. Okay. Now you're going to send the contract. I'm not going to go through the contract because they think so. I'll make a whole video on that if you want. You send your DJ contract to them. And then you start the music prep. Because you'll know, because you texted the client, you called the client, so you can start your DJ prep. That's why you pay the money. You with the deposit, you pay for the music. That way you can get the music started. And then you download the software needed. That's highly recommended when you karaoke. If you're running karaoke, like I showed you in the last video, downloading the software, sometimes I will undo the software to redo the software. That way I know that I'm up to date with the software. Even though they send you text messages, but I choose to do it that way, especially when it comes to karaoke, because karaoke is pretty cool because using Carafun, we won't talk about that. We're not talking. So, and then get familiar. I know it's firmer. Get familiar with it, with the software. If you're not familiar with the software, get in the software and run it on your own dry. Get your family members, get in front of the TV and do some karaoke. And that's recommended now. And then order supplies for the event with the deposit that you got. So make sure that when you get the deposit, for the event, you make sure you calculate, well, I'm gonna calculate this, how I do this. When the deposit is sent, the software, the music, and the batteries, I automatically, at every event, go to Amazon and order, I think I order the, it's a pack. It's, you get the AAA and you get the AA. And I order a big pack of those every time. I burn through batteries. And I'm going to explain that to you in another episode. But I just wanted to show you that's the process that I go through to booking an event at Gig Salad. Get with me on the next event, the next page, the next video. I will discuss why I chose Gig Salad over all the others. And with that, oh man, I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and leave a comment below. Go ahead and share this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and ring that trusty bell for more notifications for videos like this and countless others. Smash that like button and check out one of these videos right down here. And deuces, baby.